Smash that. Smash that.
Welcome one and all to another amazing night here in Tranquility.
We absolutely are in for a treat of a match here tonight, no question about it.
And the grenade from Pomku, eliminating everybody on the field.
Now between something as well is going to be applied as a death block them, and it's going to be huge. Fighting three.
The double kill with the Bastion ulti? Alright, I see you guys.
For B-Well, look to find a stick there, finds the stick, they find two with it!
Those who find the picks will save the fight, and they don't really need to save what they've already won.
And Cam with the four-man punch off the map!
Experience tranquility.
All right, everybody, good evening. And tonight, welcome back to Tranquility, right? Another day, another beautiful match here on Tranquility. We've got a match here in our Transcendence tier between Kulture and Yoink Esports. I am joined by the one, the only, DonCheadle. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Fletch. Really happy to be here. Really excited to watch some quality Overwatch.
Yeah, and I mean, that's exactly what it always is, right? Quality Overwatch. There's no such thing as bad Overwatch, right? I've
No,
never
not at
seen
all.
bad Overwatch. I've never seen bad Overwatch in my life.
Never, ever.
Yeah, but tonight we've got a matchup between Kulture and Yoink, two teams that neither of us really know all that much about. For those of y'all that are curious, you can see it on the bottom of your screen. Transcendence tier is going to be our Masters tier here in Tranquility League. So, you know, between, I think it's M5 and GM5, you know, not the highest we've got, but certainly not the lowest. So I'm looking forward to seeing some, pretty good stuff tonight.
Yeah, no, me too. While we're not too familiar with these teams, I'm sure we will, very quickly pick up on some of their cool play styles. I'm pretty interested to see what type of compositions we see, because I want to see if there's any kind of similarities with the BPL compositions, or if it's carries over whatsoever. I know we've seen a lot of Orisa, but I will put good money that we might see something else, which I would greatly appreciate, because Orisa is kind of boring.
Yeah, she's boring, but she's so good right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, but our first map this week is going to be Oasis, I'm pretty sure. So what are you thinking? Possibly, obviously we've got the Orisa. What do you think that we could see otherwise?
I think Dive might be okay on the one with the big jump pad. I'm so bad with the names. One with the big jump pad in the high ground, and then the middle kind of like circular point. That one I feel like Dive is pretty good there. You just kind of like spread out, take a bunch of angles, and then you need to set up a good dive. Maybe honestly you could even run some like really hard rush with like a Rhine. Maybe you go like Mace Sim or something on University. But I feel like we will see a lot of these Orisa compositions, because Orisa is just more sustainable, a little bit more flexible too. But we'll see. Anything that you're kind of expecting tonight? Or
Obviously the Orisa, and it's usually an Orisa brawl with an Ayari and a BAP potentially. The DPS can be whatever. I've seen Sojourn, I've seen Soldier, I've seen Bastion, Torbjorn. That doesn't matter. What I'm looking at is the supports. And one thing that I really do think works very, very well, that I feel like a lot of teams aren't really picking up on, is the Orisa rush instead of a brawl, with a BAP Lucio instead of a BAP Ayari. I feel like with Orisa's durability and Lucio's speed, Baptiste keeping up the Orisa, very well, whatever. He has a lot of healing anyway. But that speed, I feel like you can just push over enemy teams with the Lucio speed and play super aggressive. And it hasn't worked every single time I've seen it, obviously, but I feel like solid 80% win rate that in the games that I've watched with the Lucio.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I think even there was a BPL match that I casted, this weekend, where we saw a team come out on the Lucio with the Orisa instead of the Illari, and the other team was just not expecting it whatsoever, and they got absolutely just ran over because they weren't expecting that speed boost rotation. And it was so significant, just that one fight, that it set them back the entire, control point, and they ended up losing the map. So yeah, I definitely agree. I think the Lucio is pretty valuable. Because like you're saying, Orisa could just cycle her cooldowns. You have BAP heals, you have BAP lamp, and you're good to go. You speed your DPS onto, their backline, and there's nothing that the backline could do. So yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like as far as Lucio goes, I feel like Beat is a pretty good counter for a lot of the ultimates that you'll see coming out from the enemy team. You know, the Terra Surge. Obviously, you don't see a lot of kills with the Terra Surge, but it does a lot of damage, especially if you're in that circle. It does a lot of damage. So Beat could help with that. Tactical Visor, stuff like that. Unfortunately, sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. We have a problem. We were not informed that there was going to be a ringer for one of these teams. So while we figure that out, unfortunately, we are going to go to a break. But stick around, because once we figure it out, it might be 1 minute, it might be 5 minutes. I don't really know. But we'll get right into the game. So you don't want to miss. I'm just saying.
Don't go anywhere.
All right, we got it figured out. Player is in the lobby, and we're gonna get started here soon. And so yeah, that was pretty quick, right? Pretty painless.
Oh, yeah. As far as pauses go, not a bad pause at all.
Yeah, I mean, better it before the match than during the match. That's what I've never said. But what I say now. I believe we're looking at our first map here, and like we said earlier, it's going to be Oasis, and I believe here pretty soon we are going to get into the match. So how you feeling? You ready to go? You ready to do this? I'm
excited. Yeah. First, Tranquility Cast. Really excited to be here. Really excited to see what these teams cook.
Yeah.
Beautiful
it's fun.
Team branding too, as I'm just looking at it. Very, very nice designs.
Yeah. You don't get to see. Well, I guess you do get to see them. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not really thinking. But here we go. We're in. It's going to be University. So let's see what these teams are gonna rock out on. And oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't think either of us mentioned any of these compositions going into this.
See, I don't mind the Doomfist. I've seen a little bit of Doomfist recently. It looks pretty okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it plays well I don't think the Junker Queen plays well into the Doomfist.
Yeah, I know Doomfist could just cancel. Oh, yep, there you go. They heard you on the Orisa. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Maybe we see Yoink try to TP on one of the off angles of Kulture. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Okay, so no TP. Athene is back on the Sojourn, and I mean, but because of the early TP, looks like Yoink is already on the point. But man, bro, dude, on poor Lock is jumping right over Yoink. It's a 2-for-2 trade though. Big play by by Yoink Esports, but I mean, who cares if you knock 2 off the map if the enemy team kills 3? I mean, it's just Sparks, and I mean, that's big. That's big. I mean, what can you say?
Okay, that was very messy fight. Kulture gets first cap though. Beautiful group here. I want to see what down already.
Yeah, that's a big pick from Athene. Flubberblub not gonna be in this fight here. Sparks is spinning on someone. I think that's a Sizer back there. I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't crucify me if that's not right. A big disruptor shot from Athene, putting out a lot of damage, and Arcane cleaning up on it, and that's gonna be Yoink Esports with a flip there, but Muffins taking one with him.
Big pick. Yeah, no, Athene just popping off on the high ground there, just completely uncontested. Just drilling bullets into the Sparks' head. That was really valuable damage. Been dealt with a bit earlier. Let's see if they make the same mistake again. I'm not sure, but we do have a couple ultimates coming. Maybe we have an engaged window from space.
Yeah, here we do. We do see that window come out. Terra Surge to maybe try and get some more value for the window, as they did try to kite the window. Able to get away and safe for now, and that is 2 ultimates gone out of Kulture. Arcane popping the blade. Okay, Porlock able to clean up on the damage from the blade, but Sparks trading it out onto the Genji beat out from Leapfrog. Able to clean up Flubberblub, Porlock cleaning up space, and that is going to be pretty clean for the side of no, Yoink. Okay, I was like, I thought
yeah,
Yoink,
it's a bit, yeah.
I thought they capped during that, but I'm wrong. Yoink caps a point there though.
Yeah, Yoink are chilling here with their ult economy too. You know, they can tackle a lot of these. We have, Sojourn, all Junker Queen, and Kitsune. They could absolutely hold this. While Kulture only has the Kitsune rush coming in here, they're gonna have to, Dragon 2, but they have to cook immensely with that one ultimate to really make this work.
Here is the Rampage, but a beautiful clean from Muffins! Athene, though, able to get the pick onto Muffins right after the cleanse. Athene is absolutely popping off right now. Make that 2 for the Sojourn player. Sparks just trying to control this doorway and not die. The rest of Kulture is back though. Window coming out from space. Muffins dropping the Kitsune rush. Okay, that's a deadly combination. Flubberblub popping the tactical visor in the kit rush. And, I mean, gonna clean up on it. That is about as perfect as that fight could have gone for Kulture.
Yeah, no, I mean, they did, you know, kind of use both support ults at the same time, but, you know, that's okay. You take those. You cap the point. They do have the Terror Surge coming in here. Maybe cut down, you know, Yoink's incoming push. But Athene does have that overclock online, and we've seen gameplay, you know, previously this round. So I'm expecting big things.
Yeah, Athene taking this high ground just to rain that railgun damage from above. Not really seeing anyone, obviously. A little bit scary with Sparks. Can just throw you right off the map with that spear. Speaking of the spear, spears the Junker Queen there into the wall. We're going to see the overclock here. Gets a couple people pretty low. Is going to find Flubberblub. And a lot of damage onto Sparks, cleaned up by Porlock. And Athene still just dominating. Make that 3 for this. Make that 4 for the Sojourn here. I mean,
no way. They're just not looking at her. Wow, she's just sitting up there barely uncontested. It's astounding. They still have beat to hold this too.
I think Flubberblub wants the touch. Maybe it's going to be Sparks. It'll be Sparks throwing himself over the barrier there. Beat out from Leapfrog to try and stave off Kulture's push here. Immortality Field gone, turret gone. Manbro Dude switching over to that Torbjorn for a little more life potentially. Supplemental damage. But Osizer's going to be the first one that falls. Flubberblub finding the first pick here. And it's looking like Kulture's getting the flip, and they're going to take the point.
No way.
That's crazy.
What did he just watch? Yeah.
A monumental
that was
choke.
One of the most chaotic rounds that I've ever seen. You know, picks are flying back and forth between like teams. That was insane. Beautiful shots from Manbro Dude too at the end there. That Tor projectile can be kind of difficult to guide throughout the map. But yeah, I don't know. We might see some different compositions here. Yeah, we're seeing the Echo Mercy come out with Doomfist. Interesting one. And then we see Yoink going kind of with the more traditional dive comp.
Yeah, so I mean, 2 dives, you know, give or take Kulture's comp, but Yoink, I'm looking forward to seeing how the Winston's gonna play into the Doomfist, because this has been a long time since I've seen this matchup.
I don't think I've ever seen this matchup much. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Maybe not with Kiriko. I'm talking like early Overwatch 2.
Oh
like
yeah.
Overwatch League, Dante playing Doomfist into the Winston. Here we're gonna see Osisizer jumping on to the Kiriko, and Athene starting us off once again. Muffins is so low, and Athene cleaning it up. Oh my goodness. The Sojourn is absolutely dominating right now. Athene with 3! They're just not ready!
Someone check this guy's PC.
Kill Flubberblub? Make that 4, make that 4! You make it 5? The tickle damage as Sparks was going off the map, you know, whatever, you know, we'll take 4, that's alright, I guess.
Yeah, that was incredible, but, you know, that's my issue with the Doom, because you could just, if you don't give him Power Punch, you can kind of just ignore him. What is he gonna do? You know what I mean? The Winston just dove into the backline uncontested. Now they do make that Diva swap, you know, maybe a little bit more versatile against the Winston pick. But I'm interested to see how they kind of pass this.
Yeah. Diva, you know, most people would consider the Diva a bit of a... Oh my god! Man, bro, dude. Falling early there. Space not gonna opt to res it, I don't think. Athene, uncharacteristic miss there for Athene onto Muffins, but you know, that's fine. You're allowed to miss one every now and then. Sparks under a lot of pressure, has Muffins behind them. Kiriko backs out, and they're able to stay up. Okay, yeah. But Yoink building up to some ultimates here. I mean, almost with 5. Oh, Leapfrog able to escape the damage of the focusing beam, and Porlock gonna clean up the Mercy. Flubberblub in a lot of danger, gonna fall. Manbro Dude able to find one for themselves. But Sizer is gonna be durable here. I say that. That's 1,000 HP gone in a blink. Able to survive the bomb is Arcane, who slices Sparks down to size. And we're in last fight here for Yoink Esports on Gardens.
This is as dire as it gets. It's 94-0. We do have a couple ultimates, not very offensive ones. Yoink still has beat as well. They absolutely hold this off.
All right, they're able to get the touch off, going to duplicate the Winston. Beat out from Leapfrog as Flubberblub tried to engage there on to that. And it's going to be Flubberblub starting us out, squishing Arcane. Beautiful start there for, you know, what I thought was not going to be a very good dupe. Because, you know, Overwatch 2, you don't like duping the tank as much because of that nerfed health. But Flubberblub finding 2.
Yeah, I think this is going to have to be on Flubberbub to keep this point for Kulture. You have the potential to do so much damage with that Echo boosted, or Mercy boosted Echo. Really got to cook with that.
And we've seen Athene cook plenty tonight. Can they make something else here? Shot onto Muffins gets cleaned up by Arcane. Arcane with 2. Now the other DPS for Yoink Esports coming alive here. Athene, you know, can't leave Athene out of the fight there, of course. But Arcane killing 3 here. The bomb for Remech not going to find anything. And that is probably going to be Yoink Esports taking Gardens in pretty dominant fashion, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. No, beautiful play from Yoink. I think they understand that composition really well. You know, you don't have that much sustain like with an Ana instead of the Kiriko. So you have to sit back. You have to poke a little bit. If you let Athene poke, great things will come to your team. You know, they let her get a pick or two. Not even a pick. A headshot on the Ana will like yield enough damage that allows Sizer, my apologies if I pronounced that wrong, to just fly in there and kind of get stuff done. So beautifully played from Yoink.
Yeah, I mean, and the dive, it just looked good for the most part. Kulture really didn't have any answers to the dive there. So, I mean, it's going to have to be a good answer here because Yoink is coming back out on the Winston.
Yeah. Kulture opting for more of a kind of backlight center comp with the Ana Brig. Interested to see how that plays out for them.
Yeah, it's been that meta for a long time. Before this Orisa came along, the backline was always the Ana Brig. So you know, maybe throw that Winston away a little bit, sleep him, anti. You know, they've got the Kiriko, so the anti's not as, you know, not as dire. We're gonna see though, man, bro, dude. I was gonna say trying to throw those arrows onto the high ground, but it's gonna be Athene, of course. Who else? Starting us out here on City Center. Arcane cleaning up Muffins, dashing and dashing through everybody. 2 each for the DPS here of Yoink. And Porlock cleaning up the Diva with a nicely timed headshot.
Yoink just playing this beautifully. I really liked how they kind of took angles, spread out a little bit. Kulture can't really jump on anything. They just kind of have to wait to see if they get a couple of lottery picks with the Hanzo. But Yoink's comp can make a lot more happen. It's a lot more kind of in your face. Yeah, I think Kulture just gonna have to rely on Manbro Dude popping off.
Yeah, and speaking of Manbro Dude here, he is in the flesh. Not really finding anything right now. Nobody dumb enough to poke their head out just yet. Because, you know, Hanzo's scary. Athene has this railgun charged up and ready to go. See if they can find something here. Sizer able to, you know, jump out, stay alive. But, slow gameplay here for the side of Kulture. Arcane just putting in a little bit of those the damage on those shurikens into the back of Sparks. Here it is, the Kit Rush Dragon Blade finding, I believe that was 2, but Sparks able to find Arcane back with the self-destruct. But I don't know, Athene able to find the pick on the Muffins, but I don't know, I feel like once they were down 3, I feel like they just should have backed out.
Yeah, Kulture with an interesting take to this comp. They're all sitting on the same angle. All the shooters, they're Hanzo, they're Soldier, they're on everyone in the same angle. That's not what you want to do there. You want to have multiple lanes of fire to kind of pressure out Yoink. But Yoink's just kind of confining them to that little room by the Mega. And
they're doing it again. Okay,
yeah, I don't.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay, Sparks is gonna dive straight onto the point. Forces Sizer out. Tactical Visor now out from Flubber Blub. Able to take down Leapfrog, clean up Sparks. Sizer did pop the Primal Rage there in the backline, but not finding anything. But I guess Leapfrog called it out for us. I guess Lucio Ajax. I didn't even hear the
me neither.
pass go off.
Leapfrog did not beat the Ajax accusations, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I think that one fight, you know, we just talked about they were only coming in from one angle. I really liked how Sparks kind of came in from that off angle, pinched him a little bit. It was great. I'm really looking to see more of that off angle play from Kulture. I think that's their best shot at, you know, winning this map.
Yeah, and you see, man, bro, dude, just spamming those arrows down that doorway from the middle high ground. You know, not that many people would be up there that for that long, but man, bro, dude, happy to take what's given, and what is given is nothing. Okay, a Sizer jumps on man, bro, dude. A Sizer got so low. And okay, well, a good sleep there from the space, but now bomb is out for Sparks, and Sparks is getting back in the mech here. A Sizer on the way back, but the nano boost coming out on the Sparks. Can they do it? Can Kulture bring this back from 99 to 0?
No way.
Experts say yes, Sparks can do it, and Yoink is just going to have to back out here. They've only got like a fight and a half left.
Yeah. Space did so much that fight. Slept the Genji, single-handedly fought him off, nanoed the Diva to get 2 picks to stay that round. Space just putting the team on their back right there.
Yeah, and it looks like Yoink only has the Kitsune Rush. Gonna pop it in the face of Kulture. A counter rally though, so we'll see if what they're gonna get from that rally. But Arcane getting so very low, able to dodge the damage to stay alive for now. Man, bro, dude, so low. Can they? A Sizer, but a Sizer has the Primal Rage. They don't need to be full HP. They can just pop it and get 1,000.
Huge.
Man, bro, dude cannot stay alive back there all alone. Now beat from Leapfrog for another 1,000 HP. Athin has overclock and knows how to use it. Arcane, the DPS coming alive here. And now it's bomb from Sparks. Sparks fight!
Oh! What? No,
Warlock! Athin able to clean up, man, bro, dude. Now it's just, okay. What the hell?
Oh, no.
Okay, Muffins is back. A Sizer switches to the Doomfist. Athena able to take down Muffins, and that's it! Yoink is gonna take map 1 here on Oasis in the most insane fashion imaginable.
Wow. Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. As we see Athene, you know, with one of their play of the game, multiple throughout this round. But I can't believe it I just watched. That was the closest round I've ever seen.
Just so clutch by like, you know, clutch from Kulture when they won their map. But Yoink was able to just bring it back from the brink in both of the maps that they won, and it was just crazy. and I mean, you know, everybody played well from Yoink, but I mean, I just have to give it to their DPS right now. Athene and crap, I'm blanking on their name. Dang it.
Arcane, I think.
Arcane, yeah, Arcane. Athene and Arcane. Okay, lock that in. They're good.
Yeah.
Athene and Arcane just put on a masterclass on the Sojourn and Genji on that map, and it just felt like Kulture couldn't respond to the dive. Like, they had their moments where they played well, but in the end, the Winston was just able to overpower.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. Like going off what you said, we saw Manbro dude, get dove on the Hanzo, and he lived for quite a bit. But eventually, you're gonna run out of repair packs. You're gonna run out of Ana shots, run out of DM. It's just a matter of resources, man. And they didn't have that much. And I also think, just like looking at these two comps in a vacuum, the Winston is a little bit better than the Diva, just because with that bubble, you could control more space. You could be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, with the Diva, you have a little bit more versatility of like, I want to dive here, I want to peel here. But with the Winston, if you want to dive, you're diving. You know what I mean? And you're helping your team take space that whole time. But yeah, no, beautiful DPS play, beautiful tank play, just great all around.
Yeah, and the way we do it here in Tranquility is, even if it's just a regular season match, which this one is, it's a loser picks the map. And
Okay.
Kulture has selected Eichenwald. So what are you thinking for Eichenwald here, potentially?
Yeah, so that's interesting. With Eichenwald, you could play a little bit more, I guess, the style that, they're looking to play. Those more kind of defensive comps with the Diva by chance. Really, I think it's quite similar to Oasis, where you can make a lot of things work. I can definitely see dive working on the second point with all that, the ample high ground. No, any thoughts?
I personally think that on Eichenwald especially, I feel like it's one of those maps where it's pretty viable
Yeah.
to switch what you're doing between the points, because point C, you could play like a really, really heavy rush or brawl, and that'll
Oh,
work
yeah.
really well. But on like B, or in even early A, if you want to run the dive on A, you can, and it's really, really good on B because of all of that that high ground. And if you're able to take that high ground control and push your whoever the enemy is gonna be back, I feel like it's one of those maps where you can just play it by ear.
Yeah.
If what you're doing early on is working, whatever. But if it's not, you can switch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we're about to see these compositions here. What have we got?
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, and this was kind of just what I was saying, Kulture going with that little bit more defensive-based comp where you have the Orisa, Bap, Alari, Torb. Incredibly durable comp. You know what I mean? You can keep cycling all those cooldowns, Torb E, Bap E, Alari, Orisa Shift, Fortify, all that good stuff. Probably, pretty good chance they hold this here, but, Yoink coming out with a little bit more of a rush-based composition with the Ramatra. I'm looking forward to see Thien and Arcane cook here, because they're going to have to pop off on an off angle for this to work.
Yeah, a little bit pokier for Yoink. So
Yeah.
like you were saying, gonna have to find some value on an off angle. But here we go, Arcane actually switching to the Bastion, which has proven himself to be a very, very viable pick right now, despite years and years of relative irrelevance, actually. So nice to see a little bit of Bastion coming back out.
Yeah.
Spark's getting very, very low early. But it still applies a lot of damage up front from Arcane. Nobody has died yet. It's just been the deployables that have gone down thus far. Sizer so very low, has to back out, putting up the shield, able to stay alive, just getting around that corner, and it continues to just be these turrets that these teams have to keep shooting. Supplemental damage, supplemental healing, but there's the window from Porlock. Already has it. And you know what's the scariest thing in Overwatch right now? A Bastion behind a window.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you can't ask for more damage unless you had a Mercy with that Bastion or something. But yeah, that's, that was a win con, and they took it and they ran with it.
That felt almost like World War I for a second. Like, these heavy, brutal fights going on in Trench Warfare. Yeah, the team wins, they take an inch, they lose an inch, Yeah, very long fight. Yoink just managed to come out on top because they got the window first. And they, they did do a really good job of Athene with on that off angle. But now, you know, it's going to be a little bit tough for them to take this high ground. Maybe they have to speed under really quick to take castle, but Kulture stood up in a pretty good position to hold this from this, you know, formidable high ground.
All right, so yeah, it looks like they want to take this staircase up. You know, not often taken the road. Oh, that's both turrets down for Kulture. But we're gonna see a trade here. Arcane taking down Manbro Dude, but Flubberbub trading it out. Sparks so very, very low, but able to stay alive with the help of those supports. We're gonna see the Captive Sun out now from space, and no, not space, Muffins. I saw the ult charge for space and thought it was Muffins, but no, Muffins popped the Captive Sun, found Porlock with it. Great first pick. That is most of the healing gone for Yoink. Sparks so low. Flubberbub able to clean up the damage onto Ossizer, but Athene is always dangerous with this overclock. And gonna find the final blow onto Manbro Dude. And that is going to be, even without their tank, Yoink Esports continuing to push this cart.
Fletch, these fights are so back and forth. This is actually incredible. You know, Yoink may be able to keep the momentum up with this upcoming window. Jeez,
Yeah,
the
and I mean,
out.
Porlock is on their second window while Space is still on their first. And Arcane be to just dash through and cut down Muffins, the window out from Space and Porlock. So, as I was saying, finally gonna use it, but it's not gonna find the value. Athene cleaning up Manbro Dude, and a big Terra Surge. Well, maybe not so big. The bead out from Leapfrog to sustain Yoink, and Ossizer just walking down the stragglers of Kulture. And, you know, Sparks pushing around, bullying Porlock right off the map.
Yeah. Huge beat there, also to keep the team up. That was incredible. The support play from Yoink is just, you know, top tier right now. Yeah, as we see Kulture swapping over to the Illari. You know, in theory, the Ramattra shouldn't be able to really come out on top here because, you know, you just poke the hell out of him, force him to always just hold up his arms. But, so I like that Illari swapped and force him just to kind of more passive. So we'll see how that plays out.
And getting into this fight, it's going to be Athene pinned to the wall by the Spear of Sparks, but able to keep themselves alive. Arcane building up really, really close to this Dragon Blade. See if they can find anything substantial with it, potentially. Not quite. Okay, Arcane hitting that off angle. Gonna look for the flank. Gonna see now the Mold Core out from Manbro Dude. The damage onto Ossizer is just too much, and Arcane smartly not popping the blade, but Athene, you know, 1 foot out the door, takes out Muffins.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how I feel about, you know, both those ults being used at the same time. I think Molten Core and Window almost do a little bit of the same thing. That's okay, though. Yoink with quite a bit in their ultimate bank right here, looking to see a big blade from Arcane.
See if maybe this time you can get around the backside and pop that ultimate. You see him back there? Red outline. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, okay, gonna find Muffins and Flubberblob. A beautiful blade finds the two-piece. Can the rest of the team follow up? Spark getting taken very, very, very low. Gonna get taken very, very, very out here. Arcane popping the overclock. May not need to find a pick here, but, you know, overclock from Athene, obviously a very scary thing. I'd duck my head out of the way. But it doesn't matter. Sizer taking out 2 with the Annihilation.
Yeah, Yoink showing us that, you know, meta doesn't really matter. You know, they are just plowing through this Ramattra right now. Very interesting ult usage too from Muffins there. I don't know if I agree with that Captive Sun. That's a really like risky investment. If you hit it on the Genji, he might still, you know, kill you. Maybe just save it for the next fight, you know, try to die quickly. But yeah, no, very interesting plays from both teams here.
Yeah, this map looking a little bit more one-sided than Oasis.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
far.
absolutely.
We'll see how Kulture responds, though.
Yeah.
Looks like Symmetra Bastion. I like that. I don't hate it at all.
Yeah, me neither. Like, you have a lot of opportunities to create some really cool, like, kind of weird, sneaky TP plays and off angles with that Bastion. You know, Culture's comp also a little bit more sustainable. Orisa can just stay in that fight longer. Also, the double flex support pocket for Muffins in space. Yeah, I think Culture, you know, probably looking a little bit better for them with this team comp here. But we'll see if Yoink will continue to, you know, defy the meta.
Yeah, and here we go. We are gonna get into this attack for Kulture here, and like I said earlier, it's going to be the Orisa with the Symmetra Bastion. So, like you were saying, find a cheeky TP maybe, and then get that Bastion of Man Bro Dude is set up and on that off angle to provide a lot of damage. A big grenade stuck on to Flutterblub, able to stay alive through it. And here we go, here's a TP, getting behind Yoink Esports. But Man Bro Dude is gonna fall, the Bastion cap from Arcane. Sizer so low, able to stay up thanks to Porlock's Immortality Field, and Athene back at it again. Oh, a good boop from Leapfrog, to be honest with you. Do not let them back out or back up. I mean, shove them right back into your team so that you can deal more damage.
That was huge. You know, we saw, you know, again, Athene doing their thing, just going around the side, shooting them in the side. You know, beautiful play there. You know, we see Yoink coming in with a couple ultimates here, probably in a pretty good position to hold this. Maybe Space is able to burn through that Bastion with the window, but we're seeing dual windows from both. This is going to be pretty scary. Now there's 2 windows with 2 Bastions.
Yeah, but window out for Porlock just a little too early.
Yeah.
They're just gonna kite it. They're just gonna kite the window, and no more. Space has the lone window in this fight. I assume going to pop it here. A lot of damage from the airstrike from Arcane. Not gonna find a pick there, but Man Bro Dude. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's 2 for 2. Arcane coming alive here. Doesn't matter that Space dropped the window. Arcane really low, run down by Space there. But now, unfortunately, it is just Athene and Leapfrog. Leapfrog has beat if they want to sustain this fight. Maybe can get the rest of Yoink back. Here is Sizer ready to go. Almost has the Annihilation. Overclock popped by Athene. Can they find something here? Muffin's in danger. Muffin's dead. Sizer popping the Annihilation. And the retake is immaculate. Arcane switching over to the Soldier 76. And that is picture perfect from Yoink. Maybe a little bit expensive, but that's going to knock a lot more time right off the clock for Kulture.
That's just incredible. I mean, we see time and time again Yoink just managing to clutch these fights that shouldn't be clutchable, quite frankly. Yeah, beautiful play. You know, Kulture do have a little bit of a chance. That fight was very expensive for Yoink. With that, maybe start that with the Bastion ult or combo it with the Terra Surge.
I saw a really good play with Bastion Terra Surge in BPL last couple of days ago. So maybe we'll see something similar. But oh, here we do. We see the airstrike out, but it's gonna be Arcane that starts us out, because why the hell not? Space falls. Both Baptistes are now out of the fight, but Porlock did pop the window before dying here. Sizer so low. Sparks able to clean it up, and that should finally be the capture for Kulture. 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, no, really good fight from Kulture. You know, that Bastion ult kind of softened them up a little bit, got some cooldowns out. They're able to go in with that cooldown advantage. But now, you know, it still might be a little bit tough to take this high ground. You know, you have to go pretty much right now to stop them from poking you out. Interested to see how they kind of manage this rotation.
Okay, we're gonna see Visor out. The TP, only Man Bro Dude went through. Luckily, that turret form for Bastion does have a little bit of damage reduction, so able to stay alive despite being all alone. Man Bro Dude, you know, finding a lot of damage, taking out that Immortality Field, but Arcane is gonna be the one that starts us off. Oh, but so much damage from Kulture. Finding 2 there. Arcane is on an off angle, but you just gotta stay alive there if you're Yoink Esports and retake here with 3 ultimates in the bank.
Yeah, this is looking really well for you know, Kulture coming out here. You got the wall, Bastional, a lot of sustain here. You know, Yoink does have the Athene overclock. All that. You don't even have to mess with it if you're Kulture.
Yeah, we see Athene taking that high ground and taking out Man Bro Dude. Oh, and there's Muffins. 2 people dead. And the investment on the window or the wall there, sorry, but maybe just a bit of an overinvestment after going down 3.
Yeah, and Leapfrog popping off at these speeds too. This is really nice. You know, he's not just speeding in his Ramacha. He's going on that off angle. He's guiding his DPS into the, you know, the point to get these picks. Really good support play.
And you know what? The Kulture used that wall. Switching over to the Soldier now, though. In a losing fight, Yoink only used 1, so they still have almost 3 ultimates here to go. See Sizer trying to tank this damage from the Orisa, and the Annihilation gets popped. A little bit extra sustain for the Ramatra here, but you know, you can't block a spear, unfortunately, and you get shoved into the wall, your hands go down, and you die. So yeah, I mean, a good fight there for Yoink, or for Kulture.
Yeah, they just capped.
Yeah, I thought I heard a Sizer through the wall, but, you know, not going to be it. Already have a lesser time bank than Yoink does Kulture.
Yeah, no, I mean, Kulture in a very good spot here. Oh, the ults are being pressed.
We're gonna see the airstrike from Man Bro Dude. Gonna get a trade onto Arcane. So, you know, hopped that tactical visor. Traded out though. Athena coming alive once again. Can they make it another good one here? You know, most people would say, yeah, Athene could probably do that, but a Sizer on the Doomfist, a little bit in, a little bit alive still though. Athene once again coming up big, killing Muffins. Spear through Porlog, but he's able to stay alive. Able to back away from the Orisa. Athene has the overclock. They don't even need it. Well, I say that. Athene wants it.
He's going for the clip.
Wants it. Can he get another? And there's Muffins, and there's Flubber Blub. Can he find Man Bro Dude? And that's 4 for Athene. Oh
the
my
clip
god.
They shall have. Yeah, no, very, you know, flash yelp, but was it needed? I don't know. Maybe it won't matter, but Kulture coming in with a couple of here. Yeah, opening. But I'm looking at Leapfrog to kind of, never mind. Sparks is just gone.
Shmeep, Athene taking out Sparks. Who would have thought? But now Yoink is on the offensive here. They are pushing the issue here right into Kulture spawn. They go.
Yeah, you can afford to do it. You know, you have a couple picks. You have the Lucius get you back and forth from A to B. Yeah.
Here's a window, and Porlock finding a pick. Porlock finding 2. Okay, Sparks got to the point, but the rest of Kulture is dead. Dragonblade popped. There's the Terra Surge, but you know, unfortunately, okay, sure, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's gonna be Yoink Esports taking the match to up to point here.
Yeah, but these are so back and forth. It is absolutely insane, and I love it. As we see this beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, this was clutch. They took the point because of I mean, I feel like Sparks is playing very, very well right now on the Orisa. Unfortunately, Arcane and Athene are playing just that little bit better. I mean, Athene is out of this world right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It feels like you can't miss.
Yeah. And it's crazy that they can even go for those kind of flashy, possibly unwarranted, you know, overclocks and still win. It doesn't matter. Yeah, just great play. I think we saw a little bit more life from Kulture. Like that wasn't completely one-sided. They still put up a good fight. I liked the Orisa play there. Good support play too. So I just want to put it out there. Kulture still playing pretty well, but interested to see where this takes us for the next map.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're not going to tell you guys yet. We're going to break. So stick around. Kulture looking to make the reverse sweep happen, but not just yet. We'll be back in about 5, maybe 10 minutes if we have a halftime. If we have a desk. I'm not sure if we have a desk. I don't know. Think so, but no desk. Okay, so 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, stick around.
Check this out. Check this out.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got, a series on our hands, hopefully. Yoink at match point up 2-0 over Kulture. Kulture looking to make the comeback here, the reverse sweep happen, make it a reality. You got anything for our next map, though, Don?
I believe in the Kulture comeback. That's all I'm gonna say. It hasn't been like extremely one-sided. Yoink have been playing incredibly well, but I still do think there's a chance for Kulture to maybe come back. They've shown promise.
Yeah, and for their reverse sweep to begin, it is their map pick once again. It's gonna be Circuit Royal.
Circuit, okay.
Okay, yeah. And so yeah, I like the poke a lot on Circuit Royal.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's the best map they could have picked for their specific team. We've seen they're a very poke-heavy team. They like the Baptiste, Alari with the Orisa. Even their dive is a little bit more pokey with that Diva, Soldier, Hanzo. So I think best map they could have picked for their specific team. Maybe we see some Sigma come out. Maybe there's a pocket Sigma, or maybe they, stick to their, tried and true Orisa. You could absolutely still play Orisa here. But yeah, and this is also a bit risky though, because you're kind of forcing the DPS onto even ground. You're forcing your DPS to kind of go into a straight matchup against Athene, and that's pretty scary. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. I thought I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah. Athene has been absolutely lethal on the Sojourn thus far, but Circuit Royal traditionally very, very strong double sniper map. Widowmaker, Hanzo. Maybe if you're comfortable on it, an Ashe can work. But in a straight up head to head with Athene, I'm just looking to see how is Kulture gonna be able to handle it.
Yeah, it's gonna be dicey. It's gonna be dicey at best. Even if you have stellar support play, it's still going to be tough to make up, for that potential DPS issue. But I believe we also, we could see a little bit of rush, once you pass second point. It's kind of like Shimbali, so it's doable, the rush, but we shall find out shortly.
God, that's a map I haven't thought about in a long time.
Yeah.
Look at the duck. Look at him.
Whack. I
like that guy. That's a cool guy.
Wow. Okay.
Yoink on the dive.
What am I seeing? I'm here for it. Yoink, going for this dive composition.
Yeah. Kulture a little more what I was expecting. Okay. Yeah. We got mega baited, but
okay. Oh wow, yeah.
Okay, so poke from Yoink, double sniper, of course. A little more potential damage around the entire team for Yoink with Leapfrog on the Zenyatta. A little more raw damage potential from Muffins, I think. So with that being the only difference here, I'm looking to see which of these styles is going to work out.
Yeah, no, me too. I do like the Zen pick here. You can kind of bully Manbro Dude. Wait.
Manbro Dude's on the tank.
Okay.
Sparks switching over to the Widow. Maybe Sparks is Kulture's designated Widowmaker.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Pretty dire time to role swap, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean now Athene trying to put in that damage, and Ossizer getting very, very low, thrown down by the accretion of Manbro Dude. And, Manbro Dude, threw Ossizer down, but Leapfrog and Ossizer were like, nah, we're going to throw you into the grave next.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's looking pretty strong for Yoink right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that position from Sparks at the end there. The advantage of the Alari is that you can hold an off angle for longer, but should you hold that off angle to begin with? He was kind of out of position there. The Zenyatta kind of showing the prowess in this matchup as of now.
Yeah, and Manbro Dude's back on the point. That that Eat is already gone thanks to the accretion of Ossizer. And you know what? Arcane's gonna clean it up. The Discord, the Rock, I mean, Discord proving to be a main proponent as to why Yoink just push right through A.
Yeah, this is gonna be difficult because now you're at a little bit of an ult. Actually, most of the ults are pretty much the same, but you're at a little bit of an ult advantage on the side of Yoink. This is gonna be tough though, because retaking space while staring down Hanzo, Widow, and a Zen and Bap. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, and Sparks opting to switch over to the Sojourn for a bit more of that neutral damage, not relying so much on the one shot. Happy to
I like
try
that.
and... Okay, but Athene has taken Flutterblove's head off, unfortunately, for Kulture. Window out from space to try and sustain here, but Arcane and Athene are here, and they're playing for keeps. The Discord on to Man Bro Dude, who is so low, and kills himself with the damage of his orbs.
Yeah, you know, maybe the Sojourn pick or swap is a little bit more of a comfort pick. I do like it with the Ilari because you're able to off angle a lot more. But Yoink have all 5 ultimates here. Well, what do you do if you're Kulture? You know, you only have 2, almost 3. This is going to be a difficult defense for Kulture.
Yeah, and Athene has those sights up. So, you know, Yoink knows where Kulture's playing from. That shield already gone for Man Bro Dude, but Kulture has some ults here. See if they can make something happen with them. Yoink has a 1 more ult. The one that is different can counter that flux from Man Bro Dude. So here it is.
Okay.
It's gonna be a solo flux on to Ossizer. And not able to find the kill onto Ossizer, and didn't need the Trank from Leapfrog. Speaking of Leapfrog, starting us out, and Muffins used the Captive Sun, but Athene put a stop to that real quick. Oh my goodness, Athene! Doesn't matter what hero they're playing, just proving to be too much.
Yeah.
Down goes Space. Flutterblood able to come around the corner, but Muffins is back on the Zen.
Oh.
And that's going to be
Muffins.
2 for Muffins. Can they make it 3? No, but, you know, that was enough.
Muffin just single-handedly kind of keeping this this point in their hands. That was incredible. I really like the Zen swap here because now you're able to output some more consistent damage. You get that Discord value. You kind of help everyone out. You know what I mean? Ultimates, you know, Kulture got a little bit of an advantage here coming in with Overclock and Window. But we do have Warlock, yeah, coming in with their window. So maybe they get a window in from the high ground here.
Yeah, you're going to see, like, Athene playing patient. Wants to take an angle that Kulture can't really kill them on, obviously, but not finding it just yet. But now, I mean, Yoink's trio there on the far staircase, you know, pushing Kulture back a little bit for a little while, but, you know, eventually they decide to back up. But it's going to be Flutterblood that starts it off, ripping Leapfrog's head off with that sonar arrow. And without the Discord from Leapfrog, you know, Yoink has to disengage.
You know, and beautiful positioning here too from Kulture. Like you don't really have to peek that Widow over there. You can kind of just, you know, if you keep the Sigma at bay, you're good to go until he gets the flux. Which
I mean,
is somewhat
which is in the
close to.
pocket.
Yeah.
In the pocket. Yeah, we're gonna see it come out here. Immortality Field, good from Porlock. Now we're gonna see the window. What can they do with this? Doesn't matter what they can do with it. Porlock is dead. Now it's Sparks' turn to be big on the Sojourn. Switching over to the DPS here for this map and this map only. Playing pretty well now that they're off the Widow, and I mean, Muffins is playing with fire right now. Man Bro Dude cut off by the dragon. Now we're gonna see the flux. Space throws it down on the high ground instead of where they came down. And so dies to the Flux. And the Trank from Leapfrog is going to keep the Sigma alive. And with over 90 seconds on Circuit Royal, Yoink Esports is going to complete the map.
That's pretty good. You know, I thought Kulture were going to kind of hold it there for a second. They were showing great signs of life. They came back very strongly. I did kind of jinx myself. The only issue with that positioning that they had on the defense is that Cart could basically get pushed for free. So unless you kind of keep a Sig or someone down there to kind of gatekeep that, it's difficult to stop the Cart progress. And they just had to fall down, take that fight. That's when things started to unravel. Maybe they could keep up the momentum for the next round, but, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, and, you know, I kind of expect to see the similar comps once again, and I like Muffins instantly coming out on the Zenyatta here. I feel like the only time that they looked like they had life here on Circuit Royal was when Muffins came out on the Zen.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, Discord is so strong. I mean, especially in a comp like these, where there's a lot of burst damage, so it makes the burst burstier, especially for the Sigma, you know?
Yeah.
So I like the decision to just forego trying the Iari for that individual damage output, for the team damage output.
Yeah, and Spark's also back on the Widow off the Sojourn. Maybe going for more of the conventional push, I guess. It is a little bit more tough throwing the Soj here just because of this crazy long sightline. Maybe he shows us that, you know, tanks have amazing aim as well.
Nah, it's impossible. You know what, though? Muffins is showing us that supports have great aim.
Oh!
Supports have great aim!
Muffins. Just, wow.
Yeah, Muffins with 2, and now it's Yoink that's on the back foot for the first time since Oasis.
Yeah. Oh, great picks for Muffins. I never would have expected his Zenyatta to take that angle, and maybe that's why he got those 2 picks.
Yeah,
Coming back into this, the ultimate's looking literally the same, so, you know, just kind of relying on that neutral pick potential.
Yeah, no, like you said, no ults coming up just yet. Nobody even particularly close to one. But Sparks is close to Arcane's head. So yeah, Arcane gonna die there. Sparks, you know, showing out right now, and a body shot from Athene. Not quite able to take down Sparks though, well, until then. But unfortunately, Flubberblub found a pick onto Ossizer, and
they capped.
Yeah, they capped. Because of that pick onto Ossizer from Flubberblub. Kulture was, Yoink was, you know, just too scared to go in without their tank.
Yeah, and we see Ossizer swap over to the Winston. But they have the same support line, so, you know, he's going to kind of struggle to have consistent support when he's in the back line.
Yeah, Arcane also opting to switch to the Genji here.
Oh, there we go.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Oof.
Okay, a nice little headshot from Sparks onto Ossizer. And here's a Flux, I think it whiffed.
Yeah.
I think it missed entirely, so
Flux.
nobody hit by the Flux. But it doesn't matter what Manbrodu does if Flubberblub is finding picks like that still. It's going to be a good time for Kulture. Now the window out from space, seeing if they can find something, but Arcane very low. And it's going to be Muffins that cleans up Ossizer. Arcane is still, like, dangerously low. Can maybe dash in here? No, they're going to just play their lives, and 5 minutes is a long time.
Oh my god, yeah. You know, I don't know if this is the best look for Yoink. You know, if you want to make this Winston work, you have to be very quick, very precise with your dives. You don't have much HP to sustain you. You know, Kiriko can hit you with that cleanse, but that's pretty much it. And they were taking a little bit too long, I think, to actually, you know, execute those dives.
Yeah, at some point, you just gotta think, like, these support ultimates are strong, but they're not what you need for a dive, right? Like, I feel like you should have just switched over to like the Honor Brig or something like that if that's what you want to do. But
Yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah, we're gonna see if this this pays off. Arcane and Sizer getting pretty close to their ults here. Leapfrog, Porlock have those support ults ready to go. So
It's all up to Muffins to keep us alive with that Transcendence.
yeah, but Muffins is gonna die here. So finally, Yoink going to find some footing on this defense. Space giving it up there. And man, bro dude getting thrown back in. I don't know if I agree with that Primal Rage from a Sizer.
Yeah, no, me neither. I didn't see his POV at the start, but it might have been a little bit unnecessary. You know, Yoink have a little bit more leeway to play this dive comp. You know, you have some tighter angles, less room to get poked out. Maybe you cook something up. You know, Arcane kind of has to pop off his blade. Muffins just has to live. You know, he has to get really good peel from his BAP. Just kind of play really far back so that trance is not forced too early.
Yeah. And you're seeing Flubberblub trying to put these arrows into heads. Not quite finding anything at the moment. Has the Dragon Strike locked and loaded. Maybe cut somebody off for the time being if that's what they choose to do. But now we're going to see, here's the Dragon from Flubberblub. Trank out from Leapfrog. Man, bro dude popping the Flux, but it's going to be a Sizer getting flattened to a pancake with man bro dude's gravitic flux there. Arcane coming back though, taking out Muffins. There's no counter for the Dragon Blade anymore. That was like exactly what Arcane knew that they needed for the side of Yoink, was to kill Muffins, get rid of that Transcendence and go in with the blade, and he found big value.
Yeah, no, that was beautifully played. And the best part is, you know, they still had that Kitsune rush to kind of build those ultimates up. The best part about that is if you use Kitsune last, you know, if you still have 5 ultimates, you could build all of your ults back up. So that was a really, really smart decision to save that Kitsune.
Okay.
And what am I looking at?
You're looking at man bro dude on the Roadhog. Okay. You know, we wanted something different. This is different.
Ooh.
You know that.
I don't know,
you know,
man.
There's a lot of heroes that would that struggle to, or you know, Roadhog struggles to kill fast with that hook. Tracer's not one of them if he hits that. But Leapfrog, I believe, throwing Flubberblub off the map.
Also,
So a big early pick there, and oh my god!
ooh.
I mean, you know, a window from space, a Discord from Muffins, and there it is, man, bro, dude, coming alive on the Roadhog. You know,
Making me eat my words a little bit.
You know what? I guess we're on the same wavelength.
There
I
we
was
go,
about
yeah.
to say the same thing. Man, bro, dude, finding a Sizer. They won't be able to match or beat the time bank anymore, but man, bro, dude is so close to the Okay, yeah. It looks like Kulture gonna cap with the Roadhog gameplay. Here is the whole hog going off, and I mean they're gonna cap with a minute.
Huh.
Huh.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's creative.
Yeah.
Maybe exactly what Kulture needed.
Yeah, I guess Yoink was just not expecting that whatsoever. You know, neither were we. And it worked, I guess. You know, there was no Discord orb, there was no Alari to really punish the hog. Yeah, I guess it just kind of worked out. Like, you have Kiriko, you have Lucio. You know, Kiriko could still output, you know, a good amount of damage, but Lucio not really. So hog just kind of free to roam around, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
so it looks like going back to the old Sigma here for man bro dude.
Yeah.
Roadhog just like an oogly boogly type thing.
Yeah.
And it worked out. But we'll see what they can do on their second attack here with just over a minute.
Dude, Fletch, this is scary, man. I don't know. This Ramatra rush for the defense, you're just gonna get potentially poked out, sniped with this Bap Zen, Hanzo Widow, you know, team lineup. you have to make these fights like very quick if you're Yoink. And I don't know if this is the map to kind of take those fights.
Yeah. But we're gonna see how Yoink's gonna respond to this here. Sparks not able to find that early pick like you would like. Had Athene in the crosshairs,
Ooh.
but just a little bit off. Ooh, Athene getting too big for his britches. Or just walking in there.
Yeah.
And Sparks said, "No, that's my Zen. Get off of Muffins. We need him alive." And now, like you said, they weren't fast enough, and now they're getting bowled over by the poke.
Yeah, Athene going way too kind of over aggressive. They're not expecting that peel to be there. And Muffin just reacting that way. Yeah, now we see Yoink swap over to the standard Sigma poke comp with the Bap Zen. Can't get a switch. No, Arcane is sticking on the Genji.
Maybe a comfort pick.
Yeah, no ults yet, just another neutral fight.
Man, bro, dude, the closest to his ultimate next to Sparks. But it's gonna be Sparks. Speaking of, that starts it off. That is the Discord out of the fight for Yoink Esports. Now Danger is here with the Discord from Muffins. And no counter of their own, and Alcizer going to get obliterated by Man Bro Dude's accretion. And this attack is looking lethal right now for Kulture. Yeah.
This is gonna be tough for Yoink to push this back. Normally, this is one of the hardest points to push just because the defenders have that high ground advantage, and they just push right past it. So let's see how longer Kulture can keep this going for. But even if they give it up earlier, this is still a win in my book for Kulture.
Yeah, and I like this aggression from Kulture to not give the high ground advantage to those defenders of Yoink. So we'll see if the aggression is going to work out. And a Sizer already getting taken so low, and Sizer gets cleansed. But Flubber starts it off.
Oh my god.
Flubber with 3!
Oh, Sean, that can't happen.
Goodness,
You can't let that happen.
I think they're gonna cap B! There's a window from Porlock, but Kulture can just get out of the way! I don't like it!
Panic window, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, a Sizer only gonna find one in his Muffins, but it doesn't matter because the Transcendence is there. But taking down Sparks, that one shot is no longer there. Now we see Arcane with the Dragon Blade taking down Space, helping take down Muffins, helping take down Flubberblub, and you know what? They're going to hold it.
Yeah.
But Kulture put on a hell of a show early on.
Oh my god, yeah. No, that was incredible. It's gonna be tough, man. Kulture looked like a completely different team. And this almost like shouldn't have happened. We were talking about earlier, it's like, you're really putting your DPS on the spot there to kind of pop off. But we've seen the DPS pop off from Kulture. Sparks is, off rolling too.
Tank player.
Yeah, he's just a tank player. And then, but Muffins and the supports are actually, getting a bunch of picks too. So, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Great map decision from them.
Yeah, everybody looking strong from Kulture. They're going to try and keep it going here on their defense. Only, a minute and a half here. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay. All right, man. Bro, dude.
Does this go next? We get next map, or is this
we go next map because Yoink is not gonna expect it.
Yeah, what in Krusty's crack pipe is coming out here? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any analysis. I think that comp gets
yeah, remember we're just playing Roadhog, everybody. So we'll see. That pick potential is definitely there. Muffins. This is just pure burst damage here from the side of Kulture, trying to burn down everybody with these shotguns. So we'll see if this works out. It doesn't. Man, bro, dude just walks in and ends. Because of course he does. It's Roadhog. That's what he does.
Yeah.
A Sizer might fall, but no, Sparks will. Leapfrog will, though. Okay, that's a good pick there. They're not going to find any success, but they knocked 30 seconds off. They can test it a little while.
Yeah. You know, with
Okay,
that
Kulture switching back. All right.
within 15 seconds of that fight breaking out, I think Kulture used all of their cooldowns. You know, Hog Breather, Ananade, Cleanse, just everything. Yeah, we do see this comp switch, which is I'm just so grateful that they have decided to make this decision.
You're not dirt, little bro. I hate to break it to you. Okay. I do like it though. What I also like is Arcane's aim. Oh my god, Arcane.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Arcane popping off here. Once again, coming back into the fray. Finally, went missing for a little while during the middle of the map, but has returned in full force on this second attack for Yoink.
Oh, this is tough now. You know, they only have to push it a little bit. You know, they have some ultimates online. Arcane with the early sights, hoping to find a pick to, you know, snowball this in. I don't know, man.
Oh, Muffins, you can't do that!
No.
Muffins! Come on, brother! Oh, okay. Alright, Sizer is getting pretty low, but without that Discord, there's not much that you're going to be able to do to clean up on that. Oh, this is scary now for Kulture. They were in such a good position earlier. The Roadhog, I think, kind of, you know, it kind of wasted their time. I don't know,
dude. I don't know if they touched.
We're gonna see Flux from a Sizer. Gonna whip, but they're not touch.
No. Wow. And that's that was one of the most. I don't know. I don't even have words for that. That was so back and forth. That yeah, that was a match.
Come on.
I don't know, man.
So the Sig 9, without hitting the Flux,
yeah, that will be the VOD review of a lifetime.
Yeah. Kulture made it close. Everywhere except Eichenwald.
Yeah.
So definitely a way to you know, look at this and go into the future. Sorry if my mic was a little away from my face, but yeah, something to build on, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Like, we saw the highest high for Kulture and then the lowest low so quickly.
Dude, they just. I mean, coming out on the Roadhog early on, like, it was a good shock pick late in their attack. It helped them cap. But once Yoink was able to, like, figure out that maybe they want to come in on the Roadhog, they were able to take advantage of the Roadhog.
I mean, props to Kulture for, you know, putting on that great of a last map. You know, that was amazing to watch. But Yoink, you know, just showing that they're a little bit more consistent, you know, with everything, DPS, and I don't like to harp on individual players, but Muffin, man, at the end there with that peak on the Widow with sights, that was tough. That was tough to watch.
That Muffin's played so well.
Yeah,
Muffin's played so well, and I mean, just a boneheaded play. Should have just played safe. Knew that Widowmaker was watching that sideline.
Yeah.
I mean. It happens. You make bad decisions. You lose games. I don't actually know the records of these teams right off the top of my head. But
do I?
I don't either. I don't know. I don't have the website open, so I don't know. But good game for Yoink though. A little bit inconsistent, a little bit shaky at times. I think their Sigma poke could probably. You know, it looked fine. It looked very serviceable and playable. Some tweaks, you could be great.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Great play, you know, from both teams. A little bit shaky at the end there, like you're just saying. But overall, like, very fun match to watch as a spectator. Yeah, looking to see, what Yoink and Kulture do for the rest of the season. Because they have some pretty talented players on both rosters.
Yeah.
I was just ragging the Muffins a little bit, but like you just said, great support play. Zen finding so many picks, absolutely incredible. Athene and the other DPS Arcane just popping off, time and time again. And yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of that, we do have some records now, though. Yoink came into this match at 0-2, now improving to 1-2, and Kulture falling from 1-1 to 1-2. So, both on the same level now. As far as win-loss goes, I don't know the map diff off the top of my head, but Yoink obviously being 0-2 improved theirs by quite a lot.
Yeah.
Tonight, up 3 maps. So, both teams looking like they can win matches. These teams can win matches going forward. So, yeah, like you said, I'm looking forward to seeing these teams moving into the future. What can they do? Can Kulture maybe not play the Roadhog so much and at all?
Yeah. Lay off the crusty crack pipe just a little bit, just for like a couple days.
Yeah. Sometimes a break is nice. But speaking of break, that's gonna do it for us. That's going to do it for us. Yoink Esports taking our series tonight 3-0. Do you have any departing words, DonCheadle?
I'm going to say GG's to both teams. I've said it 3-4 times, but they both played very well. It wasn't 0-3, but that doesn't really say the full story with that match. Excited to see where both these teams go. Yeah. No, fighting
haymakers.
on. Word of the day, perseverance. Perseverance Kulture. That's the DonCheadle word of the day.
All right. I expect one every time you're on stream now.
Oh, shit. Okay,
just for the record.
Yeah, I've dug myself into a hole.
All right, yeah. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed the match. Thank you to our lovely production for everything that they are doing. And, yeah, good night, everyone.
See you guys. Have a good one.